I really don't know how to start this video right now. This is the most heated I've been in my life over a regular season loss, or as far as I can remember at least, because usually when the Penguins lose, I don't really care in the regular season. But this, I'm very heated. I'm sure we're all very heated over this loss. I'm sure you're all familiar with last night's 4-3 overtime loss to the Philadelphia Flyers in the Stadium Series. And if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you're here because of Matt Murray. And, you know, he kind of cost the team the game last night. The second goal was not Murray's fault. It happens, right? But then the third goal, with about 15 seconds left in the corner, I believe Voracek takes that shot. That needs to be stopped 10 out of 10 times at that moment of the game. That needs to be stopped. And then that's where I tweeted, Murray needs to come up with a couple big saves in overtime because he let it slip away. That's fine. You can make up for it by, you know, making a couple huge saves in overtime and getting us the extra point. But then the goal he gave up in overtime was so brutal through the 5-hole. That needs to be stopped again 10 out of 10 times. Put your stick in the way, whatever it is. You need to close your 5-hole. But he doesn't, and the Penguins lose the game. They get 1 point, and they give the Flyers the 2 points, when it should have been 2 points for the Penguins, 0 for the Flyers. First, I want to address the people that were telling me that I was overreacting. There wasn't many, but there was 2 or 3 people on Twitter that was telling me, like, yo, bro, chill. You know, we got a point. We're going to be fine, whatever. The whole, oh, at least we got a point thing can only be used when you're down, you somehow make the comeback, but then you lose in overtime. There you could say, oh, at least we got a point, you know, because we weren't supposed to win. We got a point, you know, let's move on. What the Penguins did was unacceptable. Yeah, they got a point, but that doesn't matter. They should have gotten 2 and given the Flyers 0, but they give the Flyers now 2 extra points to be closer to the race. And that extra point the Penguins lost on could have been used to catch Columbus for 3rd in the division, but right now, the Penguins are not in a playoff spot as we speak. Let's get into the whole Murray situation. You know, I would not want to be Matt Murray right now. The type of hate he's getting, and obviously I'm not saying he doesn't deserve. Well, I mean, you never deserve hate, but it's not like he didn't do anything wrong. He did, and you know, me, I'm a big Murray fan. I'm the guy who's always defending Murray. There's nothing I could really say right here, right now. It was his fault. I never blame the goalies, back from when we had Fleury and all the goalies we've had to the backup goalies to whatever it's been. For me to blame the goalie, it must really be the goalie's fault. And it's not like Murray had a bad game. Murray was playing so good until the final 2 goals he gave up. That cost the Penguins the 2 points. If you're watching this right now, there's a good chance you're one of those who hate on Murray right now. You can't stand Murray. He gave up the 2 points. But let me just say this, and I said this on Twitter, but let me just say this on the video. You could be done with Murray, you know, fine. That's your opinion. I can't really change that. You can want Murray traded for another goalie. Fine. Again, your opinion. Can't change that. But what we need to stop doing is bringing up Fleury, because Fleury isn't helping anything right now. Go look at his numbers. He's having a worse season than Matt Murray. He makes almost double what Matt Murray makes. He's a decade older than Matt Murray. Not only does Marc-Andre Fleury not help us right now, he also doesn't help us cap-wise because he makes, like I said, almost double of what Murray makes. So, you know, you guys like Jake Hensel, right? You guys like Brian Dumoulin, right? We'll say goodbye to one of them because we can't afford them with Marc-Andre Fleury's $7 million. Oh, but Fleury has more wins. Yes, he has more wins, but guess what? He also has more losses. And I'm not putting that against him. I'm just trying to say that wins and losses are a team thing. The only thing that I look at in a goalie is save percentage. That's the only stat that's 100% on the goalie. Even goals against is a team stat because you can give up 5 goals on 70 shots. Your save percentage is going to be incredible, but your goals against is going to be 500. So again, that's a team stat, just like wins. The only thing to look at a goalie is save percentage, and Murray's is way better than Fleury's, and Murray's also having an inconsistent season as well. I've just had enough of this. You know, Marc-Andre Fleury is not the solution anymore. If you want to trade Murray for another goalie in the league, like, I don't know, Jimmy Howard or whatever, remember that rumor earlier in the year, and you think he'll be the solution, that's fine. Go ahead, say that if you want, but stop with the Fleury thing because that's not the solution anymore. Now I want to bring up a weakness of Murray that no one really mentions. You know, we all focus on his glove, which really annoys me because, if anything, his glove is just average at this point. It's not bad. It's not great. It used to be bad. It's just okay. And every time he allows a goal glove side, oh, his glove side, that's not really the problem here. You know what the problem is, and I've noticed, and no one ever mentions? His 5-hole is bad. I've seen so many goals that have cost the Penguins, goals that went 5-hole, rather than have gone glove side, that have actually cost the Penguins. Last year in the playoffs against the Capitals, round 2, it's game 5. Penguins have a chance to take the 3-2 series lead. Murray gives up a goal to Jacob Vrana. I believe the goal to make it 3-1 in the game. It goes 5-hole. Game after that, Penguins have a chance to push for game 7. Kuznetsov comes in, and I know we all hate this moment, but where does it go? 5-hole. And I'm not trying to blame Murray for these goals because, you know, breakaways, how can you really blame a goalie for that? But if Murray has his stick down on that Kuznetsov play, it's being stopped, and who knows, maybe we go the other way, Penguins score, We win game 7 and we have a three-peat. I don't know, game of inches. My point here is forget his glove. It's not that bad anymore, but his 5-hole is a problem. And look out for that next time. When he allows a goal, you'll notice it way more. He allows more 5-hole goals than glove side goals. And I feel like that's more of a problem than his glove. His glove's not really a problem to me. And finally, I just want to remind everyone, Matt Murray is 24 years old. He is going to be getting better. Goalies hit their prime later. And I want to bring up the guy that you want as the solution, Marc-Andre Fleury. He was going through the same thing. He cost the Penguins not only games, he cost them playoff series in Crosby Malkin's prime. 2012 versus the Flyers was all on Fleury. 2013 versus the Islanders, if Volkun hadn't come in and step in, we wouldn't even be against the Bruins to get swept. We would have gotten destroyed there against the Islanders. The team we should have beat gave us a problem because of Marc-Andre Fleury. Marc-Andre Fleury had flaws that were fixable, and he would still do them, and it costed this team not only games, it would cost them playoff series. Murray's yet to cost this team a playoff series. If anything, he's helped us win 2 cups. We seem to forget that he's only 24 because he has his playoff history in winning 2 cups. We forget that he's 24. Marc-Andre Fleury at 24 had these same exact problems, and worse if anything. And you know when he got good, or got way better, was, I would say, 2015 and on, when he was in his late 20s, early 30s, and he was playing his best hockey of his career. Matt Murray has the same potential. I think his flaws are fixable. He's shown that he can be a great goalie. He's won 2 cups, and I think he'll go down the same path. His only problem, in my opinion, is his consistency, because we saw it like last week or 2 weeks ago. He made the, 50 saves. He was so good, and now he's allowing weak goals. I think once he gets consistent, that's all that's holding him back from being a top 10 goalie in the NHL, maybe even top 5, because we've seen it before. When Murray's on, he's on, but when he's off, he's off. So once he takes away the off moments and he just is on at all times, I think he can be a Vezina candidate one day. Not this year, though. One day. And before you guys accuse me of being a Murray lover or whatever and a Fleury hater, let me just let you guys know that Fleury's my favorite player. Not only goalie, favorite player all time. From anyone that we have on the team right now, Crosby, Malkin, Kessel, Letang, Fleury's my favorite player. And it just goes to show you that I'm not being biased here. I know what's right for this team. Let's not give up on Murray just yet. And I know we want to, but it's part of the growing pains of having a young goalie. I have so much faith in Murray that I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. But I believe that Murray is going to make up for this mistake. He's going to come up huge at one point. And again, I don't know when. It could be next game. It could be the final game of the season. They need to win and he gets a shutout. It could be in the playoffs if they make it. Or it may not even be this year. It may be next year. But I have so much confidence in Murray, and you should too, that the 24-year-old is going to make up for this. I also feel like Matt Murray maybe needed this, because you have to hit the all-time low sometimes as an athlete, or even in life. You need to hit the all-time low to be able to realize it and go all the way up again and be better than what you were. And I do think this is the all-time low for Matt Murray. He's had bad games, he's had bad moments, he's had bad stretches, but he's always followed it with great games that makes you forget. And he's never really been to the all-time low. He's been here, like whatever, This is his all-time low he's ever been after costing the Penguins 2 important points. I feel like he's going to take this, the competitor that Matt Murray is, and he's going to use it as motivation to come back better. That's what I think. Maybe he needed this, and he comes back better than he's ever been before and carries this team to the playoffs, because believe it or not, we're going to need Matt Murray to beat Matt Murray to make the playoffs, because if Letang and Dumoulin are out long-term, Murray needs to be the guy. He needs to not only be good, he needs to be great, excellent, to carry this team into the playoffs. And if he's just under that, we're not making the playoffs. That's all I got to say for tonight. Let me know what you think about this video. Give me your thoughts on this whole situation. Do you still believe in Murray? Are you done with him? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. And tomorrow's the trade deadline, so you guys might get a video tomorrow if Jim Rutherford does something, which I think he is going to do something if Letang and Dumoulin are out long-term. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, maybe tomorrow.